Salve galera, Tiozão Japa na área, mais um jogo comentado. E o título de hoje é The Deadly Tower of Monsters. Leia a descrição para ver o preço promocional desse jogo, com 80% de desconto. Antes de mais nada, se você não é inscrito no canal, inscreva-se. Ative o sininho para receber as notificações, pois todo dia vai ter uma novidade por aqui. Aproveita e deixe seu like e compartilhe com os amigos, que vai ajudar muito na divulgação do canal. Valeu mesmo, hein? A Torre Mortal de Monstros é a tradução aproximada do título. É um jogo de plataforma com visão aérea 3D que infelizmente não tem controle de câmera. A câmera vira de acordo com o movimento do personagem. Infelizmente também não há tradução para o português brasileiro, mas os gráficos são interessantes e configuráveis para a versão VHS ou DVD disponível também para o som. VHS para os mais novos é a qualidade de áudio e vídeo do videocassete, que é bem inferior ao DVD. Nessa gameplay está configurado o vídeo como VHS e o áudio como DVD. Não cheguei a fazer a troca dessas configurações para ver se há diferenças. Fique atento aos checkpoints, pois o progresso do jogo é salvo neles. Ao longo do jogo você vai encontrando armas novas e pode até fazer upgrade delas. Até onde eu cheguei estava com 2 armas de longo alcance e 2 de contato. Só dá para carregar 2 armas de cada. Outra dica é quebrar tudo que está em tela, pois o ouro encontrado pode ser usado para o upgrade do personagem e das armas. Até onde cheguei controlei 2 personagens, cada personagem tem sua particularidade. Vou ler a sinopse para vocês. Ecrã verde, lasers e uma torre cheia de monstros perigosos. O foguetão do Dick Starspeed despenhou-se no planeta Gravória e terá de lutar contra dinossauros, formigas, nuclear, entre outros inimigos habilidosos para chegar ao topo da torre repleta de monstros perigosos. Preparem as vossas pistolas de raios, espadas de cristal, chicotes laser e ainda para sentirem calafrios e adrenalina. Espante-se com efeitos de última geração, incluindo animações paradas, rotoscópio, composição de imagem e alguns fatos aprimorados com pelo verdadeiro. Com 3 verdadeiras estrelas de cinema a jogarem verdadeiras pérolas de categoria B de ficção científica, Dick Starspeed, Scarlet Nova e Robot vão prepará-lo para saltar da torre, diretamente para a aventura. Ganhe coragem e prepare-se para enfrentar mais de meia centena de monstros que tentarão impedir que suba a mortal Torre dos Monstros. E ainda, não perca o comentário da realização de Rir num Minuto. Fim da sinopse. Paguei nesse jogo a bagatela de R$ 12,50, que está com desconto de 30% válido até o dia 27 de maio de 2021. Jogo distribuído pela SEGA, lançado em janeiro de 2016. A censura é 12 anos e tem a versão demo para download, para quem quiser experimentar. Jogo para apenas um jogador offline. Para quem gosta de jogos de exploração em mundo aberto, é uma boa pedida. Aos 37 minutos eu gravei de bônus um boss. É possível selecionar os personagens através de uma cúpula azul de vidro. Não mostrei esse recurso na gameplay. Tiozão Japa agradece sua visita aqui no canal. Até o próximo vídeo, galera.
It appears some of my equipment was lost when my ship was shot down. But what luck! This high-tech scanner reports that my ray gun is nearby.
Oh, the dinosaurs! You just don't see quality stop motion like this anymore, do you? Someone actually sat there and moved them, frame by frame. Today, it'd be done with computers, but where's the artistry in that? the trees here look a little plastic. Well, it's because they are. I took them from the set of my last film, Vampire Island 2. Fair share of nasty letters from scientists complaining about our portrayal of the dinosaurs. Was news to me. Apparently these stegosauruses weren't meat eaters. Must have preferred shellfish or something. Blah, how do they know? That's what I say. As usual, the local population is defenseless. That's where our hero steps in and saves the day. We put Jonathan through a lot shooting this film. He wasn't the best actor, especially when reacting to getting hit. He's what you call a flincher. So I told the stuntman to really just go to town on him. It's the only way to get an honest performance sometimes. Our props master tried to make the weapons soft, but there's only so much you can do. Lucky for us, Dick's entire body was covered in that spacesuit. That thing was a lifesaver when it came to hiding bruises.
How curious. They dissolved into what appears to be gold.
You'll notice the gold disappears when Dick touches it. We had a deleted scene that explained he's actually teleporting it back to his ship. It's funny, no one ever questioned how Dick was able to walk around with an infinite amount of gold on him. We had to redo these shots. Our first attempt was kind of a disaster. We tried using real apes, thought it'd cut down on the costume budget a bit. But have you ever tried working with apes? They are the worst actors ever. They don't sit still for a moment, and the second you take your eyes off of them, they're flinging their feces all over the place. Jonathan refused to work with them after he got, well, let's just say that he had to take more than a couple of showers one day. You know, you never forget the smell of monkey poo. We steam cleaned the studio top to bottom. Still, never got rid of it entirely. All through the rest of the shot, we kept finding those little surprises hiding inside various props. Boy, were those the days. Some really top-notch stop-motion effects, huh? Unfortunately, we skimped on the Dick Starspeed puppet a little.
The Earthman is not for you to eat, fiend!
Well, this is groundbreaking. We had the woman rescuing the man for once. We were really ahead of our time with this scene, but, well, then again, I've always been rather progressive. The studio exec didn't seem to get why it was such a big deal, though. Sorry, we don't see this as anything unusual. Ha! Of course! It's unusual! A woman would never save the man. It just doesn't happen. Not in the movies, not in real life. I don't know why we didn't get more recognition for this scene. Well, I guess I was just a little too ahead of my time.
Thank you for saving me, strange woman. What is your name?
I am the magnificent Scarlet Nova. Do not question my motives. Just be happy that you are still alive. I must speak with my father at once. I shall teleport to his chambers.
So we'll be seeing our first example of teleportation being used by Scarlet right here.
Huh? Where is this place? This is not my father's chambers.
You have disobeyed me for the final time, Scarlet. Enjoy an eternity in the Tower of Eternal Solitude for all eternity.
The old fool did not notice I am wearing my jetpack.
Booster usage. Jump. Wait. Wait. Use booster. Survive deadly fall.
The energy imps. Such a neat effect. We had to paint each movement frame by frame and superimpose it into live footage. We were pulling all-nighters for weeks. Well, when I said we, I meant the artists. I'm pretty much useless if I don't get a solid 10 hours a night. But they were at it forever. They had to redo it all because I accidentally told them red instead of blue the first time. Artists. always patrolling the shore, eagerly awaiting for his next meal.
Curses! My father revoked my access to the teleport terminals. I shall only be able to utilize the ones I activate manually.
Ah, I knew you would return.
Puny Earthman, you shall help me overthrow the Emperor.
Why would you turn against your own father? How do I know I can trust you?
This scene. This is practically Shakespeare in outer space.
Just as the entire planet does.
And, huh? Patrick, what's wrong with the video?
Sorry, sir. Technical problems.
Darn it, we're missing some really good writing here.
There. Sorry about that.
Well, we just passed right by her big scene. Basically, they agree to work together, but one must stay behind in the sleep chamber at all times.
Should I rewind?
Never mind, I'll continue from here. Allow them to destroy those rock barriers later on in the film. Right from the start, our budget was a little tight, even by standards back then. To make do, Tony shot a couple scenes in black and white. Originally, he intended to use it for flashbacks. But then I had to break it to him. Our film doesn't have flashbacks. We almost made it a silent film just to cut costs. I felt it was an absolute necessity we have a T-Rex in this film, but we got this Serato thing instead. Of course, I went through the whole production thinking it was a T-Rex because, really, who can tell the difference anyway?
It would appear that now is the time for us to climb the deadly Tower of Monsters.
Good screenwriting 101. Always announce the title within the film itself. How else are you going to let the... could have made use of that one at some of our meetings with the studio. Oh, you'd like to see records of where our budget went to this month? Sure, let me get that for you right now. Boom, boom. Yeah. Unfortunately, those meetings ended in a much different way. I know a taxidermist who helped us out with these bat creatures for real cheap. He's not good. He's kind of sloppy if you want to know the truth. But that's the best part. A sloppy bat looks scarier. Oh, but you gotta sew up that sphincter. Just trust me on that one. The squids. Some board member had these nephews who really wanted to be in the films. They made me cast them as squids. Whatever happened to artistic integrity? If you're going to cast a role not on merit, at least let it be a hot female role. My effects team kept assuring me the strings wouldn't be visible in the final cut, but I could see them. No transparent nylon. This stuff will do the trick. Yeah, right. I swear those darn strings is what made my hair go white.
Teleport usage. Jump. While in the air, use teleport. Quickly return to upper floor.
you don't want to miss a single minute of this scene. The nuclear ants. Hey, we need to remind the audience our heroes are climbing a tower, so I needed something that would stick to walls. Originally, we had these web-footed what-have-yous. Not very scary. And then I left some cake out in my trailer, and it was crawling with ants in the morning. And that's when it hit me. What is the most obnoxious thing in the world?
Oh no! This head belonged to my co-pilot robot. He was the most loyal companion in the galaxy.
Dick. Malfunction. Dick. Malfunction.
These Gravorians will pay dearly for this, my friend.
Now, what's a space adventure film without a trusty robot sidekick, huh? Am I right? In the original draft, we had Dick and Scarlet team up with an alien from the planet's surface. You know the type, pointy ears, wise and emotionless. But then we came to our senses and realized that a giant tin can robot's way cooler. Besides, everybody was doing the alien thing back then. You know me, I'd rather be a trailblazer. insurance company made us install those safety guards after our actors fell off the set one too many times. Granted, they kept falling off even with the rails, but thanks to how the contract was laid out, we were no longer liable for their injuries. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. Why on earth does this crazy film have title cards on screen when people aren't talking? You're thinking that, aren't you? I know you are. I would be too. Well, we had thought about making it a silent film at one point, so we shot a lot of scenes up close like this, with the dialogue written out for the audience to read. Well, when we swapped over to making a talkie, well, we just decided to keep on going rather than reshooting all those scenes. Hey, now what's going on?
I cannot fight this beast here. I must make for higher ground.
Props, walls, you name it. Then, you moved bits and pieces around and created whole new scenes. We were efficient. I adopted that technique to my wardrobe, too. If you mixed and matched sufficiently, you could get by for years on only a handful of shirts and underwear. have of these free-falling shots. Something so invigorating and freeing about them. Like sticking your head out of the sunroof while driving on the freeway.